How we doing, gamers? Welcome back to some more Super Mario 3D World. Last episode we took over the whole grassland area right here, except this one specific little spot right here. But yeah, we did really good. We got all the stars in all these levels over here, which is absolutely incredible because if you've never played this game before, these stars are required for progression. Unlike like the star coins in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, they're not required, but this, they are required. For some reason they're green too. I always thought that was like an odd choice of color though. Like, why green? Why not gold? But I guess maybe that would blend in with the coins too much, I guess. But either way, we're back. We're gonna knock out this level right here. Now, in this level, you've got all these tiles here that you all need to step on, pretty much. A little something like that to progress. It's a very interesting mechanic. And you best know they're gonna combine that with enemies later in the level, too. I don't think this level is, like, hardest in terms of stars, but, like, if you're trying to speedrun, you're definitely not gonna accidentally collect any. Sort of like that stage in between. A little something like this right up here. That is an example of a star that is off the beaten path. And that's our first checkpoint, so yeah, this is one of the more difficult areas of the level right here. You gotta do all of this, but you also gotta worry about avoiding the enemies right here too. Which, if you're trying to jump around too, like you don't have the cat suit on, that might be a little bit of a challenge, but there we go. That's the entire room completed right there. That's pretty good. And it appears that we've gotten my favorite power-up, the fire flower right here. That's pretty nice. Oh, and that's actually really convenient for this room, because we can just hit the button over and over again to break all these. There's the star. Now, what is in here? There was a fire flower in there. You just saw it. It was like for a frame there. But there was a fire flower in there. So, yeah. Very easy levels so far, but it's gonna get interesting later on, I promise. Now this right here could be a little bit of a situation. We've got a Magic Koopa over there hurling things at us. We've also got the star right here. Which we just got after killing the Magic Koopa right there, purely by accident, too. And there we go, all 3 stars in this level as well. Very nice. Really can't believe I'm remembering where all these stars are. It's really been a hot minute since I've played this game. There's the stamp, we can get that, and there we go. That's this level complete. Like, completely, 100%ed. And what do we have over there? We've got some gambling. I'm gonna go participate in it. So pretty much this level that just appeared right here, you can get a lot of coins. 777. I have never done that in my life. But yeah, basically if you match up all 4 of these, I'm guessing you'd get a ton of coins, but there we go, we got 14 lives now. And normally that would be this world right here complete, but we've also got a very special kind of level, a Captain Toad level, right here. These are pretty interesting because they have 5 stars in them. You can't really jump. You can't jump at all. It's more of like a puzzle platformer, I guess, but not really in the sense like Mario vs. Donkey Kong, if you played that game. You gotta move around the camera and everything, you gotta make sure you don't fall. It's the jumping that's like, makes this the hardest thing though. Now, it looks like we've got 2 more stars up there and another one back there. Apparently we missed the first one though. Where's that at? Oh, that's clever. That is so clever. See, that's why you gotta move around the camera a ton. We'll snag that right there. I'm so glad I looked there. We'd probably be here for a good minute, you know? If I hadn't have done that right there. Let's just go right up through the tunnels right here. What's on the other side of this? One of these is not a dead end. It actually comes out right here. So I'm guessing that's where we gotta go if we want to progress farther up this mountain. Gotta be very careful of the enemies here too, because I believe it's instant death, like if you hit an enemy. Although the enemies, they aren't necessarily like the hardest to avoid here. Like you can easily go right through here. There we go, all 5 stars completed right there, and the first world is complete, at least for now. We did miss some stars in the other levels, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure we can still progress forward. And right here we've got a very interesting method of transportation across the sea right here. Welcome to the desert world. World 2 in a lot of Mario games, I believe. Yeah, this is gonna get slightly harder right here, but these levels, they're still relatively easy. We might miss a few more stars here. Let's see what's in here. Is this... This might be a stamp house, now that I think of it. Yes, it is. Okay. So, yeah, basically, in World 2 onward, you have a whole bunch of these. They just give away free stamps. It's pretty nice. And now let's go attack the first level right here. Now, it looks like, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a coin, or several coins, and a star up there. But how the heck do we get up there? We might need the cat suit to do that, so hold on a minute. Yes, there we go. We get that. We got a very nice view right up here. It's very, very clear image in the background there, not gonna lie. The desert heat really enhances your sight, not gonna lie. And it appears right here we've also got quicksand, too. I don't know whether that kills you if you go too deep or not. Now, what do we have right here? It appears that we just have, like, nothing right here. It looks like there's supposed to be, like, a secret here or something, because, like, there's no guardrail or anything, but it's just a trap, I guess, that I almost fell for. But up here, what do we have? We have there's a pipe up there. There's a golden pipe up there. I don't know how the heck we're supposed to get up to that, or maybe I do. Oh boy. This could actually be a little bit of a challenge. Maybe we should try the other side. Yeah, let's try climbing up this right here. And there we go. That's pretty good. So we'll hop in here, and I believe this should give a lot, and I mean a lot, of coins, potentially. Assuming we don't fall into the pit right there in the middle. Oh yeah, this is the place to get coins right here. And there we go, that's 2 extra lives from that whole thing. We still have not found the second star, but that's okay, because we haven't hit the checkpoint yet either. And there's the checkpoint right there. This level is actually home to the first, or I think the only, flagpole, like, you walk forward to it. You know how, like, in the other levels we were, like, walking left or right, a little something like this to get to the flagpole? This, you just walk right up to it, like, straight forward. It's pretty unique, and it's pretty interesting that the whole concept of this game, that it's Mario in 3D, it's pretty interesting how that's, like, the only one right there of its kind. Here's here, we've got some very, very risky ledges right here. We're gonna try to avoid all these conch doors right here, or whatever. Maybe this guy will reveal where the star's at. I think it's this block, is it? No. What about this one? Also, yes. Okay, good. I thought it would be a no, but, like, yes, that's where the star is, clearly. Here, do we have a secret? Oh man, we're running out of time, but not anymore. I got the extra time right there. That was actually really convenient. We've also got this right here, which if you run with the coin block on your hand, you can get a whole bunch of coins. It's actually kind of satisfying, but wears off, like, after a couple minutes. That only leaves 1 star to find in this level. There's the stamp, and on the other side of that is the flagpole, so over here maybe we've got Captain Toad. Yes, this is another way you get stars in this game. You can save Captain Toad, typically from an enemy, and then he will give you a star. It's pretty interesting. Now we can go hit that flagpole. And oh man, that was a very close call right there, but we did it. Nonetheless, I thought I'd be able to outrun that bridge right there. Now right up there, we've actually got ourselves a level that's going to require stars to play. And that's going to require 15, which we have way more than 15. We have 24, so there we go. And actually, when you do this, it doesn't spend any of the stars, which is amazing, actually. So we still have the 24 stars. We just need a minimum of 15 to access this level. And this level actually uses the touch controls, pretty much. So you just tap R on the controller, and basically, you have this little cursor right here, and you can do all kinds of wacky things with the enemies. I don't think it's very convenient, though, because, like, it utilizes motion controls, which, in the situation I'm in, I'm playing this using my computer monitor and not my TV, so I don't have a whole lot of space to work with here, moving the controller around. I think it's actually a miracle I'm doing so well right now. But it's it's more convenient if you're playing, like, using a more traditional setup, not like this that I'm using right now. And it appears up there we've got ourselves a star. Beautiful. And oh man, we are fumbling around right there. But that is okay. That's the checkpoint. Means 2 more stars after this. In most cases. I believe there are like a couple levels in like the far end of this game that have exceptions, but there we go. Just hop right on over there. That was also a little bit hairy, not gonna lie. Here's over there we've got a cloud, which means the invincibility run we did last time. That was pretty satisfying. It also probably means there's a star there too, so you know what I'm gonna do. Here's this one's a little bit special. It's at night, and that's star number 2 acquired. And now right below here, that is the 3rd star. Now this is not a star I could get right away in this game, that's for sure. It's a very iffy platforming area right here, purely because of this. But yeah, we're still holding up relatively well. Very nice. We got all 3 of those now. Where? Did we get the stamp? I don't think we got the stamp. Stamp, we might have to come back for the stamp. Very cool little level right there. I definitely, like, generally when I'm playing games, I generally like levels that take place at night. I just think it looks more appealing. Like, it's less bright. I might have a little bit of light intolerance, like the little vampire I am, but there we go. That's my kind of level right there. Now, we got another level right here. It's very interesting. This is going to be Shadow Play Alley right here, and pretty much you use shadows in this level in a very unique way. Basically, there's a light, presumably off camera right here, and you can see your shadow on the wall. Very interesting right here. These brooks, they look a little bit suspicious, not gonna lie. I wasn't sure if they did anything, but yeah, you basically are able to see things that are not on the camera, pretty much. Like this right here. You can clearly see the star. It's pretty swell. Very creative concept right there. That also doesn't get used a whole lot in this game, which really sucks too, but I guess there's only like so much you can do before it gets repetitive. What is up here? Nothing. Okay. And right over here, this is where things are going to get interesting because we can only see the shadow of ourselves and nothing else. It's like a 2D section though. That's pretty snazzy, not gonna lie. Very, very nice. And what do we have in there? We have the stamp. Very nice. We'll get that. And over on the far right, we've also got the door, which I'm presumably means the exit, right? Yes, it does. Okay. I don't know how you'd, like, do something like that, because, like, we're technically on the other side of the wall. That's where that door led off to. But very cool concept nonetheless right there. We've got a coin room right here. Or not. We're gonna use more shadows to find the star. That's star number 2. Also, I believe these pink enemies right here, these only appear once in the entire game, and it's right there. Maybe a little bit more missed potential in this unique level right here, but I guess it's okay to avoid repetition. We're also gonna save Captain Toad here from Bowser, or a cardboard cutout of him. Very nice. And that will be star number 3 achieved. Now we've come up in a building that is completely architecturally correct right there. You could totally slam that entire level just right in there. Just squeeze it right in that tiny little building right there. Or maybe it's all underground, but like, we're like on the top of a mountain right here if you look around. So, very interesting right there. Maybe it was just a huge frickin' ladder or something going to the bottom of the world. But maybe I'm overthinking things as well. I tend to do that. What's down this pipe? This actually popped up right after we beat that other level right there. The one that I like. The one that's at night. Looks like we got a toad house right here. So let's just do that, and bam. Fire flower time it is. And now it is time for another iconic level in this game. Really rolling hills. This pretty much has hills that actually roll. It's very unique. They're like conveyor belts, I guess, almost. A little something like this. I can't remember what the enemy is called on top of them, though, but there's 2 types, one with spikes and one that doesn't have spikes. They're also in Mario Maker, I think, in theory. I haven't played Mario Maker in a long time. You know, we've got all kinds of rolling hills right here. Rolling hills that you can even sneak under, too. And I believe there might be a very important item hidden beneath one of these things right here. Was it this one? Yes, it is! We got an extra life right there. That's very nice. I've also just realized this level really isn't fitting the whole desert aesthetic in the slightest, really. Maybe it's like a huge freaking oasis or something? I have no clue. I really couldn't tell you. It appears we have not collected a single star, so I'm not gonna go down that pipe just yet. We're gonna check some areas out. Unless I've already passed the first star, which I probably have. We're gonna have to come back to this level. I don't want to be here forever. Down the pipe we go into the underground right here. A little bit of a mine shaft we got going on here, I guess. That's really just the vibe I'm kind of getting from this place. Can I go up here? It appears that this jump is just out of my reach, unless I do that right there. Luckily, we've got a mushroom right here. We'll take that. How do I get... Okay. I'm not sure how I was supposed to get over that without taking a hit, but we got over it, that's for sure. Now, what is right above us? There's something up there. That might be a star. Oh, this is interesting. So in this room, you gotta light down all the tiles. Like, you gotta light them all up. And I believe from this, we get a star. Very nice. Really don't want to get hit here. Don't want to have this be the first level where I get hit. I do actually believe you can go down here. Yes, you can. And that's the 3rd star. So, I think I purely discovered this area right here, like beneath those rollers, just purely by accident. But, yeah, that's another star I missed on my first playthrough right there. But there we go. This is going to be the last level we play today, so thank you so much for watching. I don't want this video to drag on for like an eternity, but Yeah, probably next episode we're gonna take on Bowser once again, or whoever's in charge of the castle here. It's not always Bowser every single time. But yeah, hopefully that goes according to plan and everything. I really wouldn't want to die. Well, not in this world, at least. Like, I think that would be a little bit embarrassing. But yeah, see you later.